I drove for a rideshare service around Portland, Oregon, mostly working the overnight shift because the roads were empty and the tips were better. Strange passengers were common, but one ride made me quit driving after dark forever. It was around 2:40 a.m. on a rainy Tuesday when I got a pickup request from an old neighborhood on the edge of town. The pin stopped in front of a rundown Victorian house with every light off. I waited for a minute before a woman stepped out. She looked to be in her late 20s, wearing a soaked gray coat even though she wasn't carrying an umbrella. The weird part was that despite the heavy rain, her clothes looked perfectly dry. She got into the back seat without saying hello. "Can you take me to Cedar Hill Cemetery?" she asked quietly. I figured she was visiting someone's grave, even if the timing was odd. The entire drive was silent. I tried making small talk, but she never answered. Every few minutes I'd glance at the rearview mirror, but her face was always hidden behind her long black hair. About 15 minutes into the trip, my GPS suddenly froze. Then my radio filled with loud static before shutting off completely. My phone lost signal. As I reached the cemetery entrance, I turned around to tell her we'd arrived. The back seat was empty. I slammed on the brakes and searched the car. Both rear doors were still locked from the inside. No one could have gotten out. Thinking it had to be some kind of glitch or prank, I drove away as fast as I could. A few hours later I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The app still showed the completed ride, but instead of the passenger's name, it simply read, Margaret W. Curious, I searched the name online. The first result was a local newspaper archive from 1998. A woman named Margaret Wilson had died in a car accident on the exact road where I picked her up. She was 28 years old. Her funeral had been held at Cedar Hill Cemetery. I stared at the black and white photo in the article. It was the same woman who had been sitting behind me. I deleted the app that morning and never drove another night shift again. But every year, on the anniversary of that ride, my phone buzzes at exactly 2:40 a.m. The notification always says the same thing. New ride request, Cedar Hill Cemetery. I never accept it. And somehow, it keeps finding me.